Ida, and right now the new advisory just came down, so we're getting these hourly updates, and the winds are at 140. The pressure keeps ticking up. This thing is running away from its source of energy. It is over the marsh right now, so it's made that second landfall near Galliano, Louisiana. It just pushed in off of Terrebonne Bay, and it's starting to push inland, and we do expect the winds to go down, but we also expect the wind field to spread out, which means it'll be more of a problem for places like New Orleans and the Mississippi coast. It's also slowed a little in its forward speed. This has been anticipated northwest at 11, so that slower forward speed is going to keep it very close to New Orleans. In fact, the eye wall will get closer to New Orleans within the next couple of hours, so we do expect conditions to actually go downhill there. Let's take a look at where it is right now. So we are over some water, some marsh right here. We are not far from Houma, Louisiana. You've got Highway 1 that runs down to Port Fourchon where it made landfall, and then you've got Leeville and then Golden Meadow, and then it leads back up towards Raceland, Louisiana, and Lockport here, and it's going to keep traveling and tracking towards Houma. And as we look at it, you know, New Orleans will get a really bad situation here, but then you get out on the west side of New Orleans over towards Laplace, and that's one of the areas that's going to get hit pretty hard as this moves up in the direction of Pierre Part and Reserve. All right, looking at our local area, what about us? Well, you may be thinking, hey, we haven't seen much wind. We did get a wind gust at Dauphin Island at 65 miles an hour this afternoon, so the coastal areas are seeing it, but we're just a long ways away from the core of the storm, and we're not on the outer rain bands, and we're not going to see that change. We're going to be on the outer rain bands for quite some time. We've got a big freshwater flooding threat and also a tornado threat. We're under a tornado watch right now. If you look at the counties, they're all shaded in yellow. That is a tornado watch until 7 o'clock because conditions are favorable for tornadoes to form on the outer bands of this hurricane. Also, in this maroon coloration here and over Mobile, these two areas are under flash flood warnings. It's bad news when you're expecting another 7 to 10 inches of rain, and we're under flash flood warnings now, so that's not going to be a good situation. Of course, we're keeping the video rolling there too of some of the damage starting to show up around New Orleans as the eye wall is getting closer there. Here's where the wind is. We're right here in Mobile. It looks like the tropical storm force winds have made it about to Pascagoula, but the hurricane force winds, that's in the red right here, so just starting to get into New Orleans. We're not going to have to contend with that at all. These tropical storm force winds may, at least for a period of time, encompass our area. We are not expecting widespread power outages here. Our main issue is going to be the storm tides running 3 to 5 feet above normal, and as Tyler Fingert was telling us, we are at low tide right now. High tide is around 3 a.m. tonight, and winds will turn more southerly, so we may see an increase in our coastal flooding situation as we go through the evening hours and into tonight. We also have to watch the rain bands for streaks of heavy rain, and right now we've got an uptick in the rain coming up from the Theodore Canal headed to Dog River. That's pushing back into Mobile. Heavy leading edge of the banding there from Bruton to Atmore and back over into Washington County, and another heavy band here in Gulf Shores. And then we got a cell here off of Pensacola Pass. We'll have to watch that for the potential of rotation. Rain totals so far mainly in the yellow, so 4 to 5 inches in the land areas so far. We have a long way to go. So the track, as you can see, will come very close to New Orleans, and it looks like it's going to pass also very close to Baton Rouge. I think the core of the storm will be more over Denham Springs. It'll impact that area as well as it moves to the north up near Centerville, Mississippi, and then ultimately begins to weaken. But check it out. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., this system will be about the same distance from us then as it is now. So we're going to be stuck in these outer bands, and we'll keep watching and tracking. If we have severe warnings for tornadoes, we will break in and let you know. We have team coverage with meteorologist Matt Barentine in the field and meteorologist Jennifer Lambers here in the studio. More to come.